Air India has grounded a Boeing 787 Dreamliner after a pilot reported a fuel control switch moving from run to cut off. Let's be very clear. This is not the Ahmedabad crash. This is a London-Bengaluru flight. Different flight, different day, but the same switch. And this time, the switch didn't move once, it reportedly moved more than once. The only reason there was no disaster is because the pilot noticed it in time. Now, here is why this matters. The fuel control switch is not a button, it is not a software, it is not a screen. It is a physical switch on the cockpit throttle. It's a job, it's brutally simple. It decides whether fuel reaches the engine. When it's in run, fuel flows, the engine lives. When it moves to cut off, fuel stops, the engine dies. There is no gradual failure, no warning phrase at all. Fuel stops and thrust is lost. That is why this switch is guarded, deliberate, and not meant to move accidentally. Now, let's pause this. Because this exact switch on the same aircraft family was at the center of the Air India 787 Dreamliner crash in Ahmedabad. In that crash, investigators confirmed that both fuel control switches moved to cut off, starving the engines out of fuel. The cockpit voice recorder captured one pilot asking the other, "Why did you move the fuel control switch to cut off?" The response was recorded clearly, "I did not." That moment matters because it tells us something critical. Either the switch moved without intent or something interfered with its position. Yet, the public narrative shifted away from systems, away from aircraft design, away from non-electrical and control issues in the 787 Dreamliner family, and toward the mental health history of the late Captain Sumit Sabharwal. Boeing's role remained largely unquestioned. Today, Captain Sabharwal's 91 years old father is still in court demanding an independent probe, insisting his son did not act to harm passengers. Now come back to today. Another Air India 787, another fuel control switch, another unexplained movement from run to cut off. This time there is no crash, not because the system protected the aircraft, but because a pilot caught it. That is not reassurance, this is a warning. Because when the same aircraft family, the same critical switch, and the same failure mode appear again and again, it forces a question that cannot be dismissed. Was the Ahmedabad crash really about pilot action or about a system capable of failing silently and repeatedly? Air India has previously stated that inspections found no issues with the fuel control switches. Yet here we are, a grounded aircraft, a locked defect, and a pilot catching something that should never happen. If this pilot hadn't noticed it, would we be discussing another tragedy today? New accusations are being made, but answers are required. From Air India, from Boeing, because in aviations, patterns are warning and not coincidences. Because you guys are carrying people's lives. This is Chandni signing off from the Unmasked Intent. Always fearless, unbiased, and unfiltered. Stay tuned.